Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and we are live yet for another exciting conversation here on our YouTube channel. It is my goal every week to help as many of you take control of your life. If you don't like where you are, you can make some changes. And over time, you can find yourself in a different place where you're now more proud of where you are and you've actually identified the things that really wasn't working for you. And so it really needs to be a idea that is formulated in all of our minds on a daily basis where we start to evaluate and assess, how's that working for me? If it's not working for you, then you may need to make some adjustments. Well, guys, Coach Ricardo Miller here with my special guest, Vito Patrick, out of the Bahamas. Vito, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Coach Ricardo. I'm doing excellent this morning. How are you?
Man, I am doing wonderful. You're from the beautiful islands of the Bahamas, just as I am. And I mean, y'all show off sometime when it comes to the waters, man. I haven't been home in some 15 months, and I got one more shot to take. I'm gonna take my shot, my vaccine shot, and I'm coming to the Bahamas. I'm coming home after a while, but if you're in the Bahamas, cherish what you have. You have something others around the world appreciate. What you think about the splendors of the islands, Vito?
Well, today we are pretty cool and warm, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. And we have sun, sea, and sand.
Yep.
And you have to take advantage of Mother Nature.
Yes.
You have to enjoy the sun where you get a little vitamin D. You have the sea, which you can enjoy. You have the sand, which you can enjoy. So you have to take advantage of those and live an effective life.
Come on now. That's the only way to do it. Now, this morning, we're talking about taking care of our bodies. As Jim Rohn says so eloquently, he said, it is the only place you have to live. There are a lot of people, Vito, they're reactive. They're not proactive. Let's
Yeah.
start our talk off on helping people to understand who is Vito Patrick. Could you give them a little highlight as to who you are?
Yes, I'm Vito Patrick, and like Coach Ricardo said, I'm here in the beautiful island of Freeport, Grand Bahama, in the Bahamas. I am a married man. I have three kids, Vittoria, Vito the second, and little Victory K. Linda and Linda is my wife. We've been married for, we say sweet 16 plus one. 17 years we've been married, and we are enjoying it. We're having fun every day. My background is in power generation. That's what I do on a daily basis. Also, in my after hours, Linda and we build a platform called Unique Couples, where we help couples here in the Bahamas and around the world. And we just enjoy what we're doing. We also take part in ministry as well. So we have fun every day in terms of what we're doing. And our goal is to help persons in all areas of life.
Vito, I know you guys have a strong marriage platform. Ladies and gentlemen, follow them on social media. Unique Couples. It's a platform. If you're married, it's one you want to follow. But Vito, you guys, you understand in marriage just as much as when it comes to your health, the need to be proactive rather than reactive. Let's talk about that a little bit because oftentimes I know you guys coach married couples as well, and there are people who will come, Vito, I need you to talk to me and my wife. Listen, come talk to me and my wife because this woman driving me crazy. And or the woman will be saying to Linda and both you guys, we need help. But oftentimes that's not only in marriage, it's also in health when it comes to not taking care of your health. And it's now the doctor is demanding that you have to act and do and be restricted from certain things. What's your view on this reactive, proactive position?
So, as it relates to marriage, we love to say you have to put that work in.
Yep.
Every day in your marriage,
Yep.
you have to put the work in.
Yep.
Don't wait until there's a problem
Yep.
and then you talk about it. Talk about it before there's a problem. So,
Yep.
like you say, you want to be proactive. You don't want to be reactive. And when it comes to health, the body is the same way. You want to be able to address these issues before they come up. So you want to be able to take care of your body as soon as possible right away. And you want to have a plan in place. That's very important to have a plan in place.
You know, that whole plan concept is hey, the plan works best before you need to have the plan. You know,
Exactly.
there are people who, I need to draw up a plan. But here's the deal: the hurricane's coming now. You know, everything's you're in a crisis now. So as Vito just mentioned, you need that plan. You need to have that plan drawn up, and you need to start doing the work necessary early on before it is needed. Vito, we're talking health and fitness. We're talking affordable health and fitness. I know you have a passion for taking care of your body. You have a passion to ensure that your body is able to meet the demands of your life's assignment. And that's really what this whole effective living platform, 5 foundational belief system is built around. What is that, ladies and gentlemen? It's built around the idea of faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. When you bring all of those together, guess what you're doing? You're setting yourself up to win. And your goal in life is to win. Now, Vito, you've made a commitment to exercise and to watch what you eat. What brought that about? What inspired you to be a guy? Because a lot of guys are like, hey, it don't matter. I'm young. I could eat anything. I could drink anything. I don't have the exercise. But obviously you're not going that route with that mindset. What has brought you to the place to start functioning the way you're functioning?
So, Coach Ricardo, some 22 years ago, when I got my first job, and I'm presently on that job still today, when I did my physical, if it's one thing I remember the doctor saying, the doctor said exercise 3 times a week
Yeah.
for 20 minutes each time. And that sticked out with me. And I started out as a trainee and I was a diesel mechanic working in the field. So I was working on diesel engines
Yeah.
every day. So it's an active job. You go up and down stairs, you're using heavy tools. So I was getting my workout working every day. So I was energetic, feeling great. And then throughout my journey, throughout my career, I moved up the ranks
Yeah.
and I ended up becoming a working foreman where I would now be sometimes in the field, sometimes in the office. And I noticed that I wasn't in the field as much and I started to put on a few pounds and I started to feel a little sluggish. And I was like, something isn't right there.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, Vito, you're not active as you used to be.
Yeah.
So I decided to join a training program called Cardio Blast, where you get up 5 o'clock in the morning and you exercise and you would do these different things so you can stay in shape.
Yeah.
And I started doing that and I realized that was missing.
Mhm.
That was missing. And then a few years after that, I moved up again, where I'm now a manager in my company and I'm a part of the management and I'm strictly in the office.
Yeah.
So I have no more time to be in the field where I'm active. So I realize again that, hey, Vito, you have to make sure you watch yourself. You have to take care of your body because you're not as active as you used to be. And you're now going to have to do some of these things on your own because sitting down in an office 7, 8 hours a day,
Yeah.
things can happen. You can put on the weight without knowing it. You're so intense and busy in the books and the computers where you're not really being that active physically. So I decided, yes, I have to have a plan in place.
Yeah.
I have to make sure I stay in shape
Yeah.
because we all know that you only have one body
Yeah.
and your body is your vehicle to
Yeah.
accomplish your goals and dreams
Yeah.
because it is said that studies has proven persons would normally have anywhere from 3 to 5 cars in their lifetime.
Yeah.
So if you have 3 to 5 cars in your lifetime, that is saying that when your car gets so old, you can go ahead and replace it.
Yeah.
But you cannot do that with your body.
Yeah.
That's why it's important you take care of your body.
Mm.
And it goes as far as knowing your family history.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you have grandparents, even your parents, if they had diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever those underlying chronics are, you have to find out what they are, and you want to make sure you address them ahead of time.
Yeah.
Just like Coach Ricardo said, you want to be proactive. You don't want to be reactive. You don't want to wait until you go to the doctor and the doctor says, well, you have high blood pressure. You have to go on these high blood pressure tablets. You want to make sure you stay ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you do your annual physicals.
Yeah.
That's very important. By doing these things, you can take care of your body and you'll be able to be proactive instead of reactive.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined with Vito Patrick out of the Bahamas this morning. Vito is encouraging us to get a plan and to decide to activate that plan to ensure that the older we get, our body is able to meet the demands of the lifespan or the demands of the laboring factors that will be incorporated into our lives as we're aging. So Vito, I noticed you said while you were working as the guy with the bigger tools and going up those stairs, and it was a more of a physical job, your weight was sort of right on point. But the truth is, I noticed you didn't realize you were also younger. Come on, you were
Yeah.
younger, and as you got older too, you not only got better on the job and got promoted, but your metabolism system made some adjustments. And a lot of times it happens to all of us now. You still look young, Vito. You still look like you're 21.
Thank you.
Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen. Right? But Vito, with an aging body, as you mentioned, using the car analogy. I love that car analogy. We have so many cars. I've had more than 5 cars already, but I've only had one body. And there are a lot of people who don't understand the importance of, even in their cars, changing the oil, getting that car serviced, checking the tires out. So after a while, you hit a certain age and it starts to tell on you, Vito. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people, who was reckless in their youth. They were reckless in their 20s. They were careless in their 30s. They chose not to pay attention in their 40s, only to find themselves in their 50s, 60s, where it is starting, the rooster is coming home to crow. Is that the term they use?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So let's talk about this. When it comes to, you mentioned knowing your family history. I've been doing a study to learn my family history because I understand now at this age, I'm 45 years old. I want to make the adjustments necessary to ensure that if I can prevent it, I want to prevent it. Let's talk about your regimen. What is a common a workout regimen that you see that's easy to apply? That if someone was really serious about taking care of their health, these are a few things they can do. And I know you're part of an island nation where a lot of times you're not in a metropolitan city like others, but yet you've found creative ways to have a routine that will allow you to become fit and take care of yourself. What are some of the things you find yourself doing, or what others you've seen done and you recommend?
So for myself, presently right now, I'm in CrossFit
Yeah.
and I do CrossFit anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. I go 5 a.m. in the morning and I get my hour workout in CrossFit. As a part of that, I am taking vitamins, supplements. I have my protein shake that I'm also taking. I'm also watching what I eat and I'm also drinking water.
Hold
That's
on,
very
hold on,
important.
hold on, Vito. Where did you get? You're a male. You're a guy. Where did you get? You do vitamins. You do your shakes. Come on, and you exercising. I mean, you had some. You mean you got a revelation? That's
Yeah.
major. I mean, what? I'm gonna go back there again. I'm sorry. You gotta. you take your vitamins. You know how
Yes.
many men watching this? You know how many women who have men watching this? They don't take their vitamins, which is a necessary element because most of our food, ladies and gentlemen, don't provide us all that we need. So vitamins help to make that different. But then also, Vito, you talk about the smoothies, the shake. You talk about that what you're eating. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to. You're a rare breed, brother. You're a rare breed. Come on, talk to us.
Yes. So you have to do those things to take care of your body. And just like you mentioned, the food doesn't give us all of the supplements that we need. So you have to take vitamins and supplements, and they will help you along the way. It is proven. If you were to exercise, take care of your body,
Yep.
it would be a longer time before you get sick. You would build up your immune system. I can speak for myself. I haven't had the flu in over 10 years. I haven't had the flu in over 10 years.
Yep.
That's because I make sure I take care of myself,
Yep.
and I make sure I exercise, take those vitamins and supplements. And another important aspect of it is rest.
Yep.
Rest is very important.
Yep.
We may overlook it at times, but rest is important because if you don't rest that body, the body is going to shut down and it's
Yep.
going to rest itself. Also, the body needs time to recover. The body needs time to repair itself. So rest is very important. So that's some of the things that I do. Now, some of the things that folks can do, they can do simple things. And like I said, the first time I did my physical,
Yep.
I can remember the doctor said 3 times a week
Yep.
for 20 minutes a day.
Yep.
So you can start out 3 times a week for 20 minutes a day. Now, one of the key things also is make sure you talk with your doctor before you exercise because you want to make sure you don't go there and hurt yourself. So it's important you talk to your doctor before you exercise. But you can start by walking. Walking is one of the easiest and one of the simplest things to do in terms of exercising. You can go ahead and you can walk with your family. You can go ahead and walk with the dog. You can go, when you at work or when you go to church or when you go to the mall, you can park the furthest spot away and you can walk. Walking is one of the easiest things you can do, and there is no cost to it.
Right.
There is no cost to walking. When you are in the mall, you can go ahead and you can walk with a little brisk in the mall, put some pep in your step, but you
Yeah.
can go ahead and walk.
Yeah.
And I sure wherever you're watching from, I sure you have some kind of park or some kind of recreational facility. You can go there and walk. Then you can do some jogging. You can do some running. Because what you want to do, you want to speed up the heart rate. You want to make sure that blood is flowing. So I'll say walking, jogging, running. That's one of the first steps in terms of doing things yourself. And it's very affordable. It's very it's very cheap.
Yep.
There is no cost to it. Secondly, you have free video workouts.
Yeah.
You can take advantage of these free video workouts. I can recall last year, March, April, when the pandemic hit and the island was shut down, the gyms were closed. What did you do? What did folks do? I can recall my family and I, we went outside in our yard. We have a few mats. We put down some towels.
Yeah.
We were exercising.
Yeah.
We were doing jumping jacks. We were doing push ups. My little 3 year old girl at the time, she's now 4, she was taking part in it. I had a jump rope. We were doing jump rope. So we were doing all these things. There are all kinds of ways where you can do exercises right at home. If your house has stairs, you can also use the stairs to exercise. But if your house doesn't have stairs, like I said, you probably have some kind of sports complex nearby. You can use that, go to that sports complex, go up the stairs. You want to take your time, you want to do it safely, but go up the stairs and gradually you want to increase every time you go up those stairs. So you want to get that cardio in. That's very important. So there are a number of different ways how you can exercise. Also, Biking. If you have a bicycle,
Yeah.
ride your bike.
Yeah.
Go to a park in the neighborhood, ride your bike. You want to also be safe as well. Make sure you have on your helmet, your knee pads, those sorts of stuff. Safety first. So you want to make sure you ride your bike. Then swimming. I know at the beginning, Coach Ricardo talked about the beaches in the Bahamas. Well, you can go swimming. If you cannot swim, I sure you can enroll in a YMCA or YMWA program where you can learn how to swim. I know in communities and neighborhoods, they have swimming pools. Take advantage of these swimming pools, learn how to swim, and swimming is also an exercise you can do free of charge as well. So there are all sorts of different stuff you can do. Like I mentioned, rest is important, and studies have shown that if you were to get a few hours sleep before midnight, it does an amazing thing to the body. Now I know all of us have goals, all of us have dreams, and we want to be able to accomplish these things. But at the same time, while you are accomplishing or achieving those dreams, you want to make sure your body can allow you to enjoy these dreams. So you still have to get your rest. And it's recommended to get 6 to 8 hours sleep a night. So somehow, some way, if you have to write down your whole daily schedule, I advise getting that 6 to 8 hours sleep. And then I just want to touch briefly on food. Now, food would be a totally different conversation what
Yeah.
Coach Ricardo will have, but you want to make sure and eat the right foods. And let's start out with water.
Yeah.
You want to drink a certain amount of water each day. It is said that you should drink half of your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you should drink 50 ounces of water a day. So you want to make sure you drink the right amount of water. Then I just want to talk about 2 or 3 food items.
Yeah.
Oats. You want to, if you eat oats, get oats into your diet. Oats would lower your cholesterol. Oats also helps with your digestive system. Oats is a great food to eat. It's also inexpensive. Then green tea.
You're
If you
talking about Quaker soap?
Yes, Quaker oats.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I need to practice eating my Quaker soap. I think it's even a fiber. It helps with your stomach digestive system, right?
exactly. It
Yeah.
is fiber. So
Yeah.
it's a great part. It's a great food to add into your diet.
Yeah.
Also, the green tea, you can add that into your diet as well. And then if you can eat, uh, if you're a person who eats fish, you have your salmon, your sardine, your tuna, your mackerel. These give you your omega 3s, the fatty acids, which our body need. That's also important as well. And then the chicken breast, the white part of the chicken. I'm just going to talk about those items there.
Yeah.
You want to make sure, see if you can add those into your diet. And like I said, follow a diet, be consistent with it. Follow a diet, be consistent with it. I'm not saying you cannot have a treat every now and again, but you just want to be careful and be mindful of how often you have those treats,
Yeah.
whether it's the cake, the ice cream. I'm not saying don't eat those things now, but you want to treat yourself every now and again. If you had a great 3 weeks, then you can go ahead and say, hey, let's treat myself. So you want to make sure you follow that regimen. We know that it takes 21 days to form a habit. So if you can go for the next 21 days to get your regimen in place, then go ahead and do it and live healthy. That's very important. I know that was a mouthful, Coach Ricardo.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Vito Patrick is blessing us with good content this morning. Practical things that you can do that's affordable. It's cheap. You can take care of your health without breaking the bank. Now, here's the deal, Vito. If you don't take care of your health on the front end, you're going to pay the price on the back end. Either way, you're going to pay. So you might as well just make a commitment. What can I do that's cheap? What can I do that is affordable? What can I do that has the ability to bring back a massive return now that's not something that I may have paid attention to before? Like water, Vito, I've been trying to practice when I go to a restaurant. People think because you go to a restaurant, you need to order a drink. You could ask for water.
Yeah.
But there are some people psychologically in their mind, they think it comes across like they're cheap. Well, why are you ordering water? I'm ordering water because it's the best thing on the menu. It's one of the best things they have inside of this restaurant. Vito, talk to us about the whole element of disciplining yourself for follow through. Because most people would say, yeah, Vito, I heard you. I like what you said. Yeah, I know what you were saying. I agree. I agree. The discipline necessary to get the results that we ultimately desire. How important is discipline in this whole eating healthy lifestyle that you've become accustomed to and others need to embrace?
Discipline is very important. Discipline is very important. There's a quote by an unknown person, and it says that slow progress is better than no progress. Stay positive and don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Wow. So slow progress is better than no progress. And when it comes to discipline, you have to be stern with yourself.
Yeah.
You have to decide, this is something that I want to do. This is something that I want to achieve. And you have to make up in your mind that you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So you have to set a plan in place. Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Yeah.
Proper planning prevents poor performance, and discipline is key in that.
Wow.
So if you're going to exercise, you have to discipline yourself that I'm going to get enough rest so I can wake up in time so I can exercise. If you want to be able to drink the certain amount of water, you have to discipline yourself that I will drink this amount of water each day. Discipline is very important. Like Coach Ricardo said earlier, you want to be proactive. You don't want to be reactive. That's very, very important. You want to make a rich decision. You don't want to make a poor decision. This morning, what time did you wake up? What did you do? Was it a rich decision or was it a poor decision? You have to make up in your mind what you want to do. You have to discipline yourself so you can make those rich decisions. In life, it's either a rich decision or it's a poor decision. And discipline plays a key role in that. You have to decide what you're going to do. When you look in the mirror, you're looking at you. So you have to say, Vito, you have to discipline yourself to drink the water, to exercise daily, to take care of your body. Because once you take care of your body, you're going to be able to live longer, live healthier, do more to help others, do more to help your family. You can imagine working on a job all these years, and after you retire, you cannot enjoy life because you decided not to take care of your body.
Wow. Yeah.
Or you have your own business and you are working around the clock, not taking care of your body. How would you enjoy the fruits of your labor? So all of that is discipline. You have to discipline yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here today, we're talking about affordable ways you can take care of your health. You've got to decide to discipline yourself. As Vito just mentioned, you have to decide to incorporate these little things in little ways if necessary, baby steps. But be it as it may, you need to commit to doing them. Knowing them is not enough. Your life is only transformed when you get the truth and apply the truth that you've gotten. If you gather information without using the information, it's useless. You've got to tell yourself, if I want to take care of my body, when I learn the principles, when I become aware of things I didn't know, I have to start applying. And then when you're reminded, because what Vito and I are trying to do for some is remind you of some of the things you need to do in order for you to make sure that you've done your part when it comes to your health. Vito, There are some people who live recklessly and they say, well, something's going to take you out. Something's going to take you out no matter what. We're all going to die. Yeah, that's true. And, my uncle smoked cigarette until he was 95 and nothing ever happened to him. Or my auntie, she eat anything and look at her. You're playing Russian roulette with your life when it comes to playing it like that. Every now and again you get somebody who, what I'm saying, they were able to navigate this whole life thing without having to suffer the repercussion of what they did on a daily basis. The vast majority of us, that's not going to be the case. You're going to reap what you sow. You are going to reap what you sow. Vito, we have people watching from around the world. If this is your first time watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Give me a thumbs up. Could you give me a thumbs up? I need those thumbs up to go to the next level. Also, put on that notification bell. That notification bell allows you to know every time we come on every Monday to Friday at 7:15. We're live right here on YouTube. Check us out. It's all about effective living. Vito, what advice would you give your 20-year-old self when it comes to taking better care of your health and fitness in general? Just the whole dynamics. What is it that you would say to you? Because someone's watching right now, and the advice you would give to your 20-year-old self is the advice they're actually needing today. What advice would you give?
So the advice I would give to my 20-year-old self would be that presently today I'm working on getting a six pack.
Come on.
And as we all know, a six pack is built in the kitchen. It isn't built in the gym because 80% of it involves your diet. So I would tell my 20-year-old self, you have to watch what you eat. And also you have to be consistent with it. So you have to follow that diet. You also want to make sure you go to the gym on a regular basis, because for the first 10 to 12 years of my career, I did not go to the gym. I didn't know nothing about the gym. So I would tell my 20-year-old self, yes, you want to hit the gym three to five times a week.
Yeah.
So I would tell my 20-year-old self that watch your diet, go to the gym, follow that plan.
Good.
Because once you can take care of that body at a young age, you would discipline yourself to carry that on throughout your life. If you can discipline yourself at 20 years old, that will go a long way.
Yeah.
In all areas of life.
Totally.
So I would tell my 20-year-old self to discipline with eating, going to the gym, getting the rest.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's something you need to do that you heard that you haven't been doing. I challenge you. Grab yours and apply it. Vito, I asked all of my guests this before we leave, before we shut this interview down. What does effective living looks like to you, man? I want to know.
So effective living to me, and like Coach Ricardo said at the beginning, he talked about the 5F. He talked about faith, he talked about finance, he talked about family, he talked about fitness, he talked about fun. All of those is effective living. In his book, he talks about creating the vacation you don't need. Right? So in effect, with effective living, once you have those 5F, you will have an effective life. You will be living effectively. And I'm gonna talk on fitness because I talked about fitness this morning.
Yes.
I'm gonna focus on fitness.
Yeah.
Now, all of the F's are important because we can talk on each of those F's at different conversations. But when it comes to fitness, folks, fitness is very important. Like I said, all are important, but fitness is important because watch this. With the fitness, you have to take care of your body. Like I said, if you don't take care of your body, let's look at the other F's. Let's start with fun. If you don't take care of your body, can you have fun?
Right.
I don't think you can have fun. So fitness is important when it comes to fun because you want to have fun. You want to have fun with your kids. When you have grandkids, you want to be able to have fun with your grandkids. So fitness is important. Let's talk about finances. When we're talking fitness, you want to take care of your body, folks, because you can have as much money in the world, but you have one major sickness, all of your money can be gone. So fitness is important. It's crucial when it comes to your finances. Like I said, you work on a job all these years, you have a business, but at the end of the day, you didn't take care of your body and you cannot enjoy those finances. So you have to have that fitness so you can enjoy the finances. Let's look at family. You want to be able to enjoy time with your family. That's very, very important. You don't want to not take care of yourself and then your family, they have to go have these different cookouts to raise fund for you, or they got to have these GoFundMe so they can raise funds for you. So you don't want to do that. Fitness is very important, especially when it comes to your family, because you don't want to put a burden or a strain on your family. Then let's look at faith. Don't wait until you are bedridden or you are sick, and then you look at God and ask God to help you. You should have had your faith a long time ago. So effective living involves those 5 F: faith, family, finance, fitness, fun. And I just explained to our viewing audience that fitness plays a critical role with all of the other 5 Fs. So once you have those 5 F, you will have you will be living effectively.
Come
You
on.
will be living effectively.
Thank you, Vito. It is always a pleasure and a blessing of mine to have you join us here on our Effective Living platform. Before you go, I would love for you to tell our viewing audience how they can get in contact with you, follow you on Linda's platform, Unique Couples. But before you do that, guys, here's the deal. This is May, and our in-person event is fast approaching. Yep, our Memorial Day weekend Fitness in the Park event will take place in Arlington, Texas, Saturday, May 29th. Listen, guys, this is going to be a great time where we're coming together. We're going to take care of our bodies together, people. We're going to take care. That's you heard me correct. We're going to take care of our bodies. Now, here's the deal. You need to rock this shirt. You need to get the shirt and just rock the shirt and say, hey, I'm creating a life I don't need a vacation from. And if you have not gotten our book yet, please get the book. Okay, get the book. It's going to be a difference maker in your life. Don't forget, guys, every day from 7:15 a.m. here on this YouTube channel, we're talking practical tips we can apply to our lives to bring us to a place where we're enjoying what we believe we should have been enjoying for a while. Effective living is what it's all about. Every day, learning how to take control of the life that you have been given. Vito, before you go, tell our viewing audience, how can they get a hold of Unique Couples? How can they follow Linda and Vito Patrick on social media?
Yes, you can follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page called Unique Couples. You can go there, like, and follow our page. We also have our Unique Couples YouTube channel where we have events. We have Sunday night lives. Yesterday we had a great time talking about 5 ways to prevent divorce. So you can go to our YouTube channel and subscribe there. You can also follow us on Instagram at Unique Couples 242, and you can find us on Twitter at Unique Couples. So you can find us on the various social media platforms. You can also email us at uniquecouplesrekindle@gmail.com. You can find us there, uniquecouplesrekindle@gmail.com. And you can also find me on Facebook at Vito Patrick. So you can find me on Facebook as well. You can direct message me so you can find out all of the great things that Linda and I are doing to help marriages here in the Bahamas and around the world. And we have a we have an event tonight and tomorrow night, May 3rd and May 4th. We have a Think Like a Mistress masterclass. It's an event exclusively for ladies. We still have a few seats left, so you can go ahead and direct message me or Linda. You can find Linda on Facebook as well at Linda Patrick. So you can get in contact with us. Like I said, we have a few seats left, and I know the ladies have been talking about this for the last several weeks. They're looking forward to it. It's an event exclusively for ladies. Think like a mistress masterclass. So you want to find us, follow us, you want to join us. Unique couples.
Good stuff, Vito. Thank you once again for joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a friend, a family member, somebody you know that needs to take control of their health, just tell them, hey, this was a practical talk that provided stuff that was actually the vast majority of it is free. Easy to apply, easy to do to ensure that you start taking control of your health. Once again, in the words of Jim Rohn, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and my guest today, Vito Patrick. Thank you so much, sir. Have a phenomenal day, everyone. God bless y'all.
Thank you also, Coach Ricardo, and I want to say congratulations on your 1 year anniversary of your book, Effective Living. Those who haven't got the book, you need to get the book. Like he said, it's not just a book to read, it's a tool. So you want to make sure and get the book, Effective Living.
Today,
Thank you,
ladies.
Coach Ricardo.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Okay.